What's up, people? Orsacourse here, coming at you with another Paragon deck build slash gameplay. Today I'm going to look at Murdock. If you didn't watch my loot crate opening video, I got a bunch of Murdock skins, so I've been running a lot of Murdock. And this game I did pretty well, went 13-0-7 I believe. So I want to post this one, and we actually won. So I've been posting a lot of losses lately, so I figure I put up a win. So I'm going to go over the deck build real quick, and then we'll get to the gameplay. So for Murdock, real simple. I start with the Archmagus, the 60 power, 100% damage buff once you get the Prime buff. Now, for my consumables, I go Cast Token, Health Potion, Scout's Ward. Now, you can throw a Mana Potion there if you don't think you need that little bit of extra damage in the beginning. I don't think mana is such a huge deal for Murdock, especially, well, at any point in the game, really. He's not super mana hungry, so I don't really run mana potions on him, but that's up to you. Always keep a Scout Ward, because early game you do not want to get behind. You do not want to start getting ganked, especially if they have like a Chimera, a Countess, anybody, Kalari, anybody that can really isolate you and 1v1 you easily. So I keep this Scout Ward in there for the vision. Now, as we get down to the deck build proper, I have 3 throwaway cards, which are my Madstone's Gem. I built these first, especially if you can get ahead quickly. The Madstone's Gem is a great boost of power. I'm going to show you one of them because I built all 3 of them the same. So the Madstone's Gem gives you 12 power and then 5.5 attack speed, and I built them all with 6 power cards. So mana or minor cast or minor strikes, and I built 3 of those. Now, once I get to the deck proper, I usually go with this Madstone Gem first, and this one is 12 power, 5.5 attack speed, but I build it with 2 casts and then a minor cast. The reason this isn't a 6-point card is because my last Madstone Gem is actually 11 point instead of 12, so it just comes out funky like that. But then I build another Madstone's Gem, which is all major casts. So until about mid to almost late game, so the first 30 minutes ish, you know, I probably have all Madstone's Gems in my arsenal. And then once we get to about that point, that's when I'll start discarding them for my Spear of the Rift Hunter. Now I go with this Spear of the Rift Hunter first, this 9-point card here. If you want, you can build this before you build your 11-point Madstone. It depends on how you want to run them, but I usually don't start building crit until I'm actually hitting fairly hard. So this card is 6 power, 4% crit damage, and then 8% crit damage. And I equip this with 3 casts, giving me a nice little damage boost there. And now my next card is the Spear of the Rift Hunter, and this card is all major wounds. So 12, 24, 36, 48. So overall, I'm sitting at 60% crit, and I think that's pretty good. I used to go 48, but 60 seems to be, you know, a little more consistent. 6 out of 10 hits are crits, which is, you know, all good. Now, next I'll build the Windcarver's Blade, and this card is 6 power, 5.5 attack speed, 12 power once you fully upgrade it. I equip this with 2 major kinetics to get a little bit of attack speed in the build, then another major cast. And that's as far as I go for attack speed. You don't need anything crazy, but you do want to be hitting a little bit faster because that will up your DPS. And then the last card, and you can build this card earlier if you want, once you start building your Rift Hunters if you want. I just tend to usually build it last, is the Blade of Agora. Now this card is 6 power, and once you fully upgrade it, you get a 100% crit bonus. And I equip this with 3 minor casts. So I like this card because it really amplifies your damage by quite a bit. With this build, Murdock is hitting pretty hard though even without it, so I usually save it for later in the game. Now in any case, people, we're going to go jump over to the gameplay. Thank you for watching this deck build, and hope you stay for the gameplay. Let me know what you think. So we'll see you over there in a second. What's up, people? Thanks for joining us for the gameplay. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it with this Countess who overextended for real. So early game, we went ahead and took her out. Now, I was happy that we got that kill on that Countess early, because apparently she was master. At least that's what some people were saying. So it was good to go ahead and shut her down early just so she knew that we meant business. Now, she came back again, and this time she has Aurora with her. And for some reason, Aurora comes in, hits us with the Horror Frost, but You know, she thought she was unstoppable, and then bam, we go ahead and take her down. And easy peasy. This team right here, they were very aggressive, but they just couldn't finish. You know, so early game, because we're only at 5 minutes and I already got 2 kills. And I know that's not crazy, but you know, it just goes to show that this team, they were really pushing on us. Because I've been gone in games where, you know, there hasn't been any kills in like 15 minutes. You know, so we were getting them pretty quickly here. At least for myself, which is good, because you want your carry to get fed up anyway. Now, as we come back into lane here, we check our flank there, and I started throwing that mine down there just in case somebody does sneak up on me. They'll run into that mine, and again, we catch Countess out. And I think at this point she actually quit. She was she died twice and she was done. Now listen, people, that's all fun and well, you know, but don't like leave your team, especially because you die one time, because that makes it so hard to play games when people are just bailing out. So I was gonna catch that Chimera, but I let him go. My Decker goes ahead and does the call out. Now if I would have had my ult right there, that crunch would have been toast, but I think they got him anyway, so we're good. But this Chimera overextends. He thinks he's God right here. So we come up, we give him no whammy. Decker ends up getting that kill. And, you know, it's all good. I would have preferred I got that kill, or, I don't know, Chimera even. But, you know, sometimes you got to give your support some kills to make sure they stay in the game. But, you know, if you can funnel those kills to your carry, get them ahead, that's what you want to do. Now right here, Crunch thinks he's getting away. Bam, right on the nose. Give me that. Now I do miss the opportunity to catch that Countess though, but that's all right, because this Countess, she's very pushy, so she'll come out again, no worries. Now I try to catch her right here, but she's out of my range a little bit. I wanted to keep her out in lane just a little bit longer, but you know, it's all good. Let her go. Now right here, our Kalari, I keep calling him Kalari, our Chimera pops up. So we're going to go ahead and attack this tower, which is always good. I don't even know if that Countess tried to come back. Maybe she did, but she was gone for way too long. Nobody came to back her up. I was surprised she even backed, honestly. So we go ahead, we get that tower. Our Gideon's praising us. Yes, yes. So right now we're sitting at 4 kills, 1 assist, and this Aurora comes out. I'm trying to poke out at her a little bit. My Decker, I like this support because she stayed by my side the whole time. Now this Crunch, he lets me go. I'm not sure why, because I just knew he was going to come up behind me and hit me with like the uppercut. The Chimera didn't try to jump on me, and didn't try to jump on our Chimera for some reason. So this team, they I don't know, they went from like aggressive to passive. They couldn't make up their mind on what they wanted to be, it seems like. So as we're going through, I see my Gideon's getting a little pushy. He's coming into the lane, so I'm gonna go ahead and push up on Aurora. Get a couple of pokes in at her. And here she comes again for some reason. She doesn't have her ult, but she's just in. She's all in. Decker grabs that kill again, which is whatever. You know, so I'm sitting at 2 assists right now, but you know, we secured the kill. Now right here I throw my ward down because of course we don't want to get caught out, and I still do get caught out a little bit, and I don't push her off, but I don't get caught in this Horror Frost. And keep that in mind, people, when Aurora does her ult, she's probably going to try to Horror Frost because people try to run away. So I'm backpedaling, I'm hitting her with my stuff. My Decker comes. I'm not sure if I would have killed her if I was on my own. I think it would have been close, but I'm definitely grateful that Decker came over there, hit her with the stun, because that allowed me to. So as we come back to lane, because I had the bag, make sure I get my health back, spend some points. We're hitting pretty good now. Aurora is still up here, pushed way too far, and now Crunch comes up, and he tries to hit me with the whammy, and now that's where I messed up. I let him get away. I should have pushed on that Crunch, but that was alright. Because Aurora is going to keep pushing. because she's a fool. And hit her with the stun, bam, finish her off. And that's how you do it. This Decker combo, Decker Murdock combo is ridiculous. I forget how great of a support Decker is. I would argue that she might even be better than Muriel right now, because for a time Muriel was God mode, but I'm thinking Decker with her stun and her ulti, you can't really, I mean, she's a hazard on any team, or for any enemy team. So right here we're gonna push up this lane a little bit. We should have rotated over to middle to help Gideon out, but we realized it too late. So I go ahead and grab this gold buff, make sure that I'm staying ahead. I'm happy that this time nobody actually took the gold buff. They allowed me to get it, because sometimes your jungle will go beat you to it, you know. So right here we got all these people out in the jungle, and they're ready to brawl. And they're coming out, and we're not ready to give up on the night yet, so we keep going in. Now that crunch gets away though. So here we go. Somebody's caught out. There's what's his name? Chimera. Now Crunch comes back as well, but he's not stupid enough to push on me, especially when it's 2v3. So right here, my Chimera is hungry for it, so he goes in. Or is that Decker who takes the damage? Decker takes the damage. I go ahead, destroy the tower. And Decker gets away. And there we go, people. So we get the tower. We get a kill on their enemy Chimera. And then we get out of there. Now, Crunch is not silly enough to chase Decker. He backs up, which is what he should have done there. That was a smart move on his play, because if he wouldn't have, we would have jumped all over his head, and it would have been Rhapsody. Now right here, I'm taking the river buff because, you know, nobody's taking it, or Gideon wasn't taking it. Usually, I think I would give that to Gideon, you know, because his anchor would be a beast. But I catch this this dude outside here, and my Chimera jumps up behind him. And if Chimera would not have come, he could have probably killed me there. Because Crunch, he's not the best hero, but he does have a hard punch, you know. So he probably could have killed me there, but Chimera had my back, and we were able to secure the kill. So we're sitting at 9-0-2 right now, which is not bad. This Gideon thinks he's going to get away. Decker gets that kill, which is fine. And I grab the assist, 9-0-3. Now as I come back from, because I had to back for a second, we catch this Aurora out, and boom, hit her with my little blast. Now we're sitting at 10 kills. Now the Aurora, she was pushing out way too hard, and you know, I don't know, I feel like it's really hard to die as Aurora unless you're just not being aware of your map, because she has such great escapes. But it definitely can happen, obviously. So we go ahead and we go for their inhib here, and we are not challenged at all. And they only have one person down, and I don't know what their Gideon's doing. He's out there in the distance, just chilling. I guess he say you can have it. Crunch comes up and jumps on our Chimera, but we jump on him. And there we go, Decker gets that. I missed the shot there, which is why I couldn't grab it. Aurora finishes that guy off, so we're sitting at 10-5. They catch Chimera in that bubble, in the slow, and they freeze me. Now, I was going to ult their Chimera, but I let him go, because I wasn't quite sure I could kill him. I probably could have killed him there, but it's okay. Now, our Aurora wants to retreat, but my Decker is going in, so I decided to go on back. Because you know what? I got my ward. This Aurora is pushed way too far. Bam. And she ends up getting pieced down. So the Decker stun, my buckshot blast, boom, Rhapsody. So we go ahead, we mob through some of these minions here. And then I actually go back. Now I come back up the middle here because my team is brawling. I catch their boom Chimera, because he's not getting away. So now we're sitting at 12-0-5, and we're gonna defeat. We're gonna kill some of these minions real quick. Clear up this mid lane. I see their Gideon up there. Thinking he's gonna hit me with that anchor, which he's not. Well, I guess it's not Undertow Gideon. So hit me with that rock. So right there, I go ahead and go back because there was no. Well, I didn't go back, but I flanked around because there's nothing I could do right there. Now we're getting a couple of hits in on the tower, or on the core, and this Gideon leaves. I thought he was with me for the duration, but then he just turned around and dipped. Didn't say nothing. So I was gonna ult on this Aurora, but they catch her, which is all good. So they got 2 people down now. So I'm about to run up this left side, see what I can do. Now the minions are taking our right side, but at this point it's match, you know. So it's no point in going back. For a tower that won't matter, because look how many towers we have up compared to them. We're at their core, and they have what, 2 of our towers, 1 of our towers, so we're good. So we go ahead, and I end up clipping somebody. Throw that ward down just in case. Now this crunch got a little too pushy, and Decker got that one. That's all right. Now I go ahead and I take this. Now Chimera wants our Aurora, but I can't let him have it. And I missed my buckshot because I was way out of range. So Aurora goes ahead and she stops him. And he tries, but he cannot finish her. So we go ahead and take him out. Now we're sitting at 13-0-6. And again, our right side is getting pushed, but Gideon goes ahead and helps with that. Now there's 2 people up here. Their Aurora, which has not really been an issue. We go ahead and hit her with the pounce / Murdock ult. Now their Gideon is just chilling. He doesn't try to ult us or anything. So we go to the core, we take it out, GG. And that's the game. So people, I figured I'd post this game because it was a pretty good one. We ended up going 13-0-7. They only got 4 kills on us, I think. So we did pretty good this game. Granted, I'm in a very low elo right now, so it's not too hard to do great. But as always, people, if you like the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and share the video out. Somebody else might like it as well. I appreciate you watching the video. It's always appreciated. We'll have more gameplay up soon, maybe another Mario build, and a couple other heroes. So thanks for watching, people. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.